Hello, everyone. I'm Manoj Kohli. I am country head of SoftBank Group in India. I have a couple of decades of experience of telecom sector, so that's why I'm here to share some thoughts with you today on 5G and its impact on the economic revival of global economy as well as India's economy. As you know, telecom has been most critical infrastructure in the last year of 2020 when pandemic started. Nothing in the world could have happened if telecom was not in good shape, in good health, and 4G actually supported the faster services in the last 12 months. And I am really grateful. And first, we should give our gratitude to all telecom engineers, all telecom managers who supported the world in these tough times by their 24/7 services. So it is very clear that telecom as a service is critical, and speed of delivery of verbal and data messages is also critical. Now that we have done very well in 3G and 4G across the world, time has come for us to make an assessment and really see how much better is 5G, how vital it is for economic recovery across the world. I believe that just like telecom, 4G and now, of course, 5G, which is coming, is very important and a prerequisite for full recovery, not only full recovery, but also a faster growth in future. Firstly, I think it will kickstart the investments into infrastructure sector. So 5G will be a big investment across the world in every country. And I think it's so important that investments come up, fresh investments come up, fresh employments come up in the factory as well as in the marketplace, which will help millions and millions of people. Second is that it will drive new innovations. There are many, many innovations happening today in digital era. But I think with 5G speed, you will see many more innovations in coming, not only in one or two sectors, but in every sector, because digitization is the name of the game for future success and future speed of industry growth. Also, I feel the digitization process itself, both sides in the industry, within the factories, within the companies, and also for the consumers, will also become a better experience, a faster experience for the consumers and for the industry colleagues through 5G. So overall, I feel that 5G will be a good recovery method for economies which really have suffered in the last 12 months. Similarly, in India, I feel that it is necessary to manage data traffic, which is growing at the fastest rate in the world. India's data, as you know, India has crossed 600 million of data phones, data-driven phones, etc. And we are moving towards 700, 800, and maybe finally a billion smartphones of India. And I feel that data traffic growth will continue for a long, long time. And therefore, we need new technologies to cope with that increase of data. Also, the telecom companies, as well as the consumers, need a lower cost for the future data growth. You know, future data growth should not happen at the same cost as yesterday. So therefore, 5G will bring more affordability in the cost of future traffic growth. Also, I feel that it will put India at par with the global peers. India, in today's situation, should never be behind the world. And this decade, in my view, is India's decade in terms of growth and becoming a 5 trillion economy, the third largest GDP of the world. And I feel that at this stage, in this decade, India should be at least at par, if not outpacing the world in every technology because of our engineers, because of our youth. And I believe that this technology of 5G will also help India grow faster. Now, I also believe at the same time that 5G, if you combine it with IoT, it will become more powerful. And I feel that in Indian contexts, when Make in India is a very important program of Government of India, and India is becoming a global hub of manufacturing, new supply chain diversity is coming because of India. I believe that this 5G with IoT will help all the new factories which are coming up to deliver faster growth, to deliver faster manufacturing output, to have logistics which are faster, warehousing, godowns faster. And I believe that that will help the manufacturing and Make in India program, which has started very well, and many international manufacturing companies are coming into India now. So there is a short-term benefit of recovery of the economy from 2020 COVID suffering economy into a 2021 economy when we'll be double digits. It looks like a double-digit growth of GDP, and long-term benefits of sustainability, which will come through new initiatives like 5G. Now let's take a look at some international examples. EU has already finalized a recovery plan, and that recovery plan includes investment, more and more investment through better connectivity. And clearly, 5G is part of that. And I believe that EU has taken a very prudent decision to invest more and hence focus on better connectivity across Europe, which will help Europe to recover faster. Also, we believe that these investments into network will have a multiplier impact across the entire digital society, because it will not be 1x to 1x impact. It will be 1x to maybe 5x impact, or even 10x impact in some economies. Because logistics will move faster, manufacturing will move faster, service sector will move ahead, and overall the decision making will also get expedited in many areas of industry. I believe that we have seen 2G, we have seen 3G improvement, we have seen 4G improvement. At every improvement, I think India and the world has improved from last phase to the next phase, because I believe that the speed of execution and speed of decision making has been positively impacted by new technologies. Also, I believe that there is one area in India which is infrastructure, where government is really prioritizing. There is a pipeline of $1.4 trillion of infrastructure projects which the government has today. This is the largest single infrastructure program of the world. And this budget, which came out on 1st February, government has already focused a lot on infrastructure projects. Now, these will be airports, these will be ports, power projects, highways, etc., etc. And I believe that this infrastructure push by India, which will continue for next 5 to 10 years, will be better served through better technology, to a faster technology, because of higher speed and lower latency. Latency will be much lower, speed will be higher, hence the execution of the big infrastructure projects will also improve, in my view. The budget clearly focuses on these kind of highways, transportation, railways, etc., and all these sectors will benefit. In addition, India actually wants to become a pharmacy of the world. Hence, there's a lot of focus on healthcare, not only the infrastructure of hospitals and clinics, but also the pharmaceutical area. Despite the fact that we are 60% of global vaccine manufacturing capacity, but we still will like to do much more in pharmacy so that we become bigger and become pharmacy to the world. So this is one area, again, technology will help. Education, e-education, great new way to go to many small villages. India has more than 6 lakh villages. There are many villages which are isolated, which are far away, cannot be accessed, and that can be accessed only by online education. And I think this is a great opportunity to take the online education to the deepest parts of India to the loneliest part, to places, to villages where it's difficult to reach through roads, etc., where 5G, 4G will definitely reach faster and really help teach our children. Energy sector is another sector where it'll receive help by digitization, by 5G. Transportation, we have already talked about. I believe that especially with EV coming in, electric vehicles coming in, 5G will be very important catalyst for transportation to move faster. And finally, agriculture. Agriculture, which needs a lot of automation, which needs mechanization, I believe that should go to the cutting edge of technology. And I think Indian agriculture, which is already so large, which is already feeding 1.3 billion people, which is exporting all over the world, should also get a technology edge compared to global agriculture. So overall, I believe that 5G will be great for India. 5G will be great for the world. I believe that strong business recovery will happen this year in India and in many parts of the world. And one of the determinants will be more investments in infrastructure, including in 5G. India particularly is talking of double-digit growth, and I think the next cycle of growth will be based on infrastructure and new projects, technology projects like 5G. I feel stronger connectivity for India is far more important than developed world, because India's physical infrastructure is still weak compared to West, and therefore connectivity through 4G, 5G, and such technologies will take India far ahead. And already we are seeing on the payment, online payments, on digital transactions, online shopping, India is moving faster than many OECD countries, which is a great news for the country, and especially for people living in smaller towns are fully participating in this new digital revolution. I also believe that affordability is important for India. Indian customers cannot afford the tariffs of Western world, and therefore the license fee, and I request the government, the license fee have to be reasonable so that the impact of higher license fee doesn't touch the consumers. Consumers deserve to have affordable 5G services, and therefore rather than take large upfront license fee, a revenue share is a better idea, and I'll request the government to please consider an affordable and a reasonable license fee for 5G networks. More funding should be invested in the network rather than in the license fee, because network expansion will lead to higher revenues and hence higher revenue share for the government of India. I believe that it is also at the end better for climate change, because such technologies are greener, they have lower emissions, and I believe it's good for our future generations. In closing, I like to say that this technology of 5G, one, important for our future recovery of economy. If that happens this year, these investments will further take the recovery up in 22, 23, in the years to come. Secondly, it will definitely enhance the execution capability of the economy. And finally, because it is green, it's good for our future generations. Thank you and all the best.